And welcome back to Crypto Hulk, show number 2, November 16th, 2022. We had a very interesting open show today. I went completely off script because the crypto world's completely fucking twisted, and I'm not going to do a regular show where I just find an article, read it, find an article. No, I had to explain the bigger picture so people can see like really what the hell is going on. So let me look through here, see who we got here. Henry Brown, member for 2 months. Henry asks, rules for thee and not for me is how society seems to work. You know what, Henry? That's very extremely true. And it's also very sad as an American to see. Look, I've taken courses, in different college things in history and a little bit of law from the police academies and different divisions and stuff I worked for. And when the people see the leaders commit offenses and not being held accountable, that's when anarchy starts to occur. Because the people are like, oh, well, if they do that, then I'm going to do that. And then you got millions of people. See what I'm talking about? You got 350 million people doing shit because the leaders, see, that's the thing. I said the word leader. If our leaders are committing felonies, well, then why can't the followers commit them as well? And when you don't let the followers do the same thing as the leaders do, then you have a serious problem in the country that you're in, and you're going to have an anarchy situation you have no idea could happen, okay? I noticed most people are sheep. They love being told what to do and think and not how to critically think. Vulcan Aussie's been here for 4 months. Woohoo! Crypto She-Hulk is moderating. And we got Melissa G in here as well as Underpass 61 version 2. Matt 59754. Keeping it grounded. Thanks for all you do. No BS channel. We are the future and it will be known soon. Gosh, just all the crap that I'm seeing. Paul Moscada. Do you think we still will go live on November 21st or not till like March? Paul, it's they're getting set up, I think, to completely destroy the global economy. I made a show on that. I predicted we're heading, like I made a show maybe a week ago, something like we're heading maybe 2 weeks into like a global crash. So that's where this is going. This is the beginning stages, okay? We are destroying crypto by not creating legislation, just letting it just kind of fall apart because people are just stealing and shit. No one's getting in trouble. I mean, you got the Ukraine, for God's sakes. This will come out. It just seemed like the Democrats really wanted us in this war, I mean, I've noticed they're all people, oh, Trump's going to get us in. No, the minute Biden gets in office, bam, we get a war started. I'm like, what the fuck happened to like staying out of wars? Oh, we've got to defend democracy. Well, they're not even a democracy. They're like some kind of communist fucking country of Russia or whatever. Then all of a sudden, no, Democrats like, we got to give them money, give them money. Well, you know what they did with that fucking money? They invested it in FTX and it's fucking gone. Oh, what? Yeah. See what I'm saying? It's all about the Benjamins, said Johnny Sacco. Fuck. What do I want to get into here? I never really completed with Silvergate. Let me go back to Silvergate again. And as I read all this, I want you to think that what I went over, you'd be like, you know what, Crypto Hulk? I think you're right. All these motherfuckers are criminals and shit. And that's why you do so good with this show. Because I could see all this fucking games that they're playing. And a lot of them, I already know what dumb shit they're gonna do before they do it. Like I just had a feeling 3 weeks ago something fucking massive is gonna happen. I could see all this confusion. Like, okay, I couldn't predict exactly would be a FTX thing. Look, when I used to work a lot in jails, prisons, I could go into a room and there could be up to maybe almost 400 inmates, and I'm by myself. Sometimes I have somebody help me. Sometimes I'm by myself. Um, and I have 400 of these dudes in there, and I could just feel if something ain't right, or if some shit's gonna go down that day. I could tell. I could watch up to 400 people's body languages, behavior, group act. I could figure shit out, man. I'm telling you, I knew how to do stuff. And that's what I was feeling 3 weeks ago when I made that prediction. Something massive is going to happen in 30 days. I'm looking at crypto and I'm seeing the Terra and Luna collapse. Then I'm just seeing weird shit going on, and different exchanges might have been pausing stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting that bad fucking feeling. I'm thinking some shit's going to go down in a month. You know what? And then bam, FTX, you know? So let's look at Silvergate here, criminals. So I don't even know how to code. I don't even know how to work a fucking nano ledger. I probably forgot, but I can sure tell you what people to stay away from. So what Silvergate did? Let me read it off. Detective Benjamin Dusenberry. I'll show you the article. It's a pretty cool one. I'll just put it on the link, right? I'll send the link to you. Alrighty. Let's go. Silvergate Silvergate records reveal 425 million. And this is the Silvergate Bank that bought the Facebook Diem. Okay. That must have cost a lot of money. It says here, Detective Benjamin Dusenberry subpoenaed Silvergate for multiple digital crypto trading platforms, bank accounts, records, and found 10 companies transferring illegal funds. Silvergate Bank, a provider of financial services. So Silvergate Bank provides financial services to the digital currency industry. They were subpoenaed and found to have 425 million in transfers among its crypto bank accounts in South American money launderers. Damn it. Like, what's with all these people, right? And again, here's my answer. Because when you don't have rules and regulations and you don't get in trouble, then fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's make $425 million profit. Okay. Now you got to be careful on what you do. Make sure it's not stealing money or wire fraud. Or you could still take somebody's crypto in one way, because crypto doesn't exist in the law. So you're not, and plus, they didn't take possession of it in any way, because crypto doesn't exist in this dimension. It's in the wherever it's at, right? So now, if they make a law that says that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get all technical, but you can create laws for this. But right now, that's why Silvergate did it, because we don't have any of these crypto laws and regulations. Like I've been saying for 2.5, almost 3 years now. Coming up in March, it'll be 3 years I've been making this show. Says here, recently subpoenaed Silvergate Bank records reveal 425 million in transfers from Silvergate crypto bank accounts to South American money launderers. Affidavit from investigation into crypto crime ring. Listen to this. Are linked to smugglers and drug traffickers. Hello, open border Democrats, right? Oh, we keep the borders open. Oh, we don't have to worry about smugglers or drug traffickers. Silverbank, hey, it's okay. Silverbank, hey, everybody, if you're a Silverbank smuggler or a drug trafficker, come across the border, because we don't check. We just let you come in. That's the Democratic policy. Come on in, everybody. Am I right? Because I'm just reading off this report. I'm not making it up. You can click on a link later. It's talking about drug trafficking and smuggling and shit. Well, that comes across the border. Well, who's weak on border? Well, it's not the Republicans. So There you have it. Okay. I'm just reading the report, showing you the truth, and it shows a little diagram in there. Uh, this these crimes were occurring from September of 2021 to June 2022. 10 companies had transferred a total of $425 million out of the crypto trading platforms, and they put them into accounts held at different United States banks. So what they would do is you'd have different, I think, exchanges around the world, and they would send money to these South American companies, and they would send the money right back into American banks. That sure don't sound right to me. Within the records, wire transfer payment details were observed from the various operating accounts, which represent the funds being transferred off the respective trading platforms and into the US financial system. So, Silvergate Bank, which is an American bank, would take money from different exchanges, send it to South America, then shoot it into American bank accounts where it's supposedly safe. There you go. And I'm going to wonder, oh, I'm going to wonder how the hell somebody's dropping down $500. Oh my God. Nick Hamilton, part owner of the show. Oh my God, that is something else, man. These people, and it's in red, so you have to see it. But I'm just looking up and thinking about the article. I'm like, I wonder, and I'm like, holy shit, I wonder how that $500 got in the fucking screen of my program. Oh my God, that's amazing. You got a question? We've had kind of an unorthodox show today, Nick, just because this whole fucking shit show. London Bridge is falling down, falling down. Everything's just, and maybe this is the catalyst. Maybe this is what's going to start a black swan in the next 1 to 2 months. This means something. I know one thing it's going to mean is shutting down almost every exchange. You're going to have everybody panicking. I mean, but I want you to know that we've been waiting for this. And I know damn well that Nick knows everything. Nick's been on here at least probably 2 years. I don't know if from day one. I know he's been on at least 2 or 2 1/4. But anyhow, I try to tell you guys, it appears to me, I'm showing you big picture stuff. I worked a lot with criminals, so they would tell me shit. Like honestly, I could sit down and I talk to bank robbers and shit. Some of these guys that would rob for like 2 3 years straight and never get caught. And I'd sit down like, dude, how did you pull off the Bank of America job? And then they would tell me, oh, I'd be robbing college campuses. I say, this dude was telling me we rob everything. Like it don't matter. We try not to hurt people and shit because that brings a lot of heat. We plan the shit out and just bam, bam. He was telling me, yeah, we were. And sometimes the government would follow him for like 6 months and just build a case. Like they'd let us rob banks for like 6 months. I'm just like, whoa. So obviously these guys weren't killing people, but they were just stealing money. And maybe the government was able to track every single thing. But this one dude, yeah. So like this is the area that I've worked in. So when I see all this stuff going down, I can kind of predict because I can see all the players. I go through 30 different crypto news stations, you know that? Like almost every day. And I go through like 150, 200 articles every day. And I see trends and shit. And I started seeing stuff that makes me nervous. I was telling you on the channel before I said I'm starting to feel nervous or something feels awkward in this whole crypto world shit. I said in 3 weeks from now, something massive is going to happen. Because I can tell, because all these fuckers are criminals. Okay. And that's why today's show, I went more off script, is because I'm just letting you know what I'm seeing and I'm feeling. And it's destruction. This is about control. The old system is scared to death. And what they got to do is scare you out of crypto. I'm watching some crypto influencer like, this is why I sold all my crypto. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn. Like, if anything, now's the time to buy shit. You know why? So somebody asked me on the chat here, if you can get a loan. Crypto, should I get a loan and get crypto? And I'm like, well, I did personally. I'm not telling you to do it, but I would tell my best friend, get a fucking loan and buy this shit right now because it's cheap. Because they're coming in and they're gonna take everything. I've told you, I'm predicting they're gonna create some kind of national emergency. I've already told you all this shit for years. And under a National Emergency Powers Act, they can shut down every exchange, take all your shit from you, don't have to pay you back. They're going to call that eminent domain. I'm just telling you how the shit's going down. Everything I've said so far for 2.5 years, it's all fucking coming true. Because I already know criminals. That's not that I'm smart or I hear voices. Sometimes I see shit. I do. But a lot of it's just common sense. Just think like a criminal and you'll do just fine with crypto. You know? And so yeah, Nick, that's kind of where the show went today. Kind of like I got a couple articles here to go over, but it's just very concerning. When I read through crypto news now, it's just all about this FTX, the crypto space destructing. I've got an article for now an American, just like the Europeans are calling for global crypto regulation. I'm seeing all this shit starting to happen on the coordinated demolition or controlled demolition of the world economy and a unified crypto framework. Because I already told you, MICA, the market and criminal asset, that's the EU's version of crypto laws. They're ready to go. I told you last 2 weeks ago, they said this is a framework for the world. So that's why everything was taking so long. But I think now it's going to start speeding up. So let me find a couple articles to kind of go over to reinforce all my points again. So we went over the Silvergate. That's all bad. Are you serious? Money laundering $420 million. These fucks can't get enough, right? But again, remember, Gary Gensler's blaming them. We should hold a mirror up so Gary can see who the real problem is. It's Gary. Gary's the problem because he needs to tell Congress, hey, I can't regulate this shit unless you create laws. Well, Gary don't want to tell Congress because he's bought off by the banks. There's a little bit of a conflict there. Congress can't do shit because they're bought off by the banks. So we all have to fucking suffer. So what they're going to do is create a drama fest, drama show. I said this is all 9th grade high school drama class. They're going to fucking destroy and tear down all kinds of shit or whatever. Say, we're the government. We're here to help. Let us build and regulate this shit. Just letting you know. That's how all this shit's going to go down. Flooding Washington. The Justice Department. Okay, here's an article. The Justice Department advises crypto lawyers not to tip off clients about investigations. Okay. What we got going on here, the Justice Department doesn't want lawyers telling their clients that they're being investigated. We recommend that the private sector, when dealing with DeFi, they're coming after your deep. What have I been telling? What has Crypto Hope fucking been telling you? Look, all these, let's say, content creator bozos, and you're buying all their fucking monthly plans and their Udemy courses. I've been telling you for 2.5 years, you're so fucked, you don't even know it. The FBI is coming in. They're going to shut down DeFi. It's telling us right here. Okay? I've been telling you, this article just confirms what I've already told you 2.5 years ago. We recommend that the private sector, when we are dealing with DeFi, that's code for we're going to shut all the DeFi down and take your shit, just letting you know. Or really digital assets as a whole. So if the FBI comes in to a private sector, crypto related, some kind of, so we got NFTs, we got staking, yield farming, DeFi, whatever kind of shit's out there, you're fucking done. Okay? The FBI is warning you, they're coming in. Okay? Well, Crypto Hulk. Don't but Crypto Hulk me. You've been warned enough. Okay. Um, let me see. The FBI is scared. So let me tell you something. There is no law. The FBI says here's because I used to work for the Department of Justice. When they say we recommend, that's code for we have no law for. Okay. So we recommend that the private sector, if you're a lawyer, don't tell your clients or the exchanges. That's a recommendation. That's not a law. Now, I'm not telling you to do nothing. I'm just letting you know what the code words are, okay? Think you can figure what you're supposed to do legally, okay? So that's just an example. Now, let's see. The FBI is going to have a problem. None of this, well, let's see. The again, the FBI can only operate on codified law. So they may try to get an injunction to somehow stop your business or whatever. They can delay some shit until so they might come out like gangbusters in a month or two, or this might be like 3, 4, 5 months down the road after we get regulations. So it would almost be like if the FBI comes out now and starts busting everybody, there's no law for that. So now the ones that are truly doing illegal shit like money laundering stuff, okay. But if I'm in charge of somebody's crypto and I happen to take it, there's no law because there's no crypto in the law. I mean, now if they have money and I have a bank and I take it, that's clearly illegal. But see what I'm saying? So what I'm going to guess is that the FBI is going to have to really wait for regulations. Then they can come out like gangbusters. Now they have another option they do, which is the Gary Gensler option. Okay, this is very common in government. Okay, where they don't have evidence, they'll come. The FBI will come out after you, threaten all kinds of stuff. Show you code sections that really don't relate because you don't have crypto law, but it's going to look pretty fancy. And then they'll try to get you to plea out of court for shit. This is all the stuff they'll do when we don't have laws. They can scare a bunch of people. And now that Biden just hired 80,000 IRS agents. So you have the FBI and the IRS knocking on doors, scaring people, doing all this stuff when there is no crypto laws and regulations. Now, people that know will be like, I'm going to keep doing what I do until you show me the code section in the in the United States Code that says I can't sell crypto. Show me that code section, then we can, discuss. And then, of course, well, you're under section of whatever the United States Code. You have to follow our whatever. I'm just letting you know what's going to happen. So I don't know if they're going to try to pull a fake scare tactic and start shutting down and arresting people and shit with no authority because they'd be liable for a lot of lawsuits later for that. But not a lot of people know because they don't watch this channel. But if I was going to do it the legal way, I'd wait till Congress, the legislative branch, creates laws, rules, definitions, and stuff, and ratifies them, and then I'd have the judges interpret that, make sure it's all legal and shit. President, who's the executive branch, would sign it. Then, if I was the FBI, I'd go out and start arresting people. But I mean, there's a right way, which is my way. Then there's a wrong way, which is the government cheater way. So I mean, I can't tell you how this goes down. But the way that it's looking, it looks like they're gonna do the cheater way because that's what they have been doing for 14 years. So yes, because you know why? Because creating laws for crypto means you have to stop accepting bank bribe money. That's going to be a little tricky. Okay, so that's the Crypto Hulk angle with that one. Let me check some comments here. Man, that was a huge ass. Yeah, that thing sounds crazy. Wait a second, I got a couple of people in here. New Jersey, little old lady. My brother keeps telling me to hurry and sell my XRP because all crypto's going down. Duh, I know better. Locked up and holding. Cool. Thank you for that. You know, I got all these people around the world. My job, look, I'm just showing you my perspective and not my digital perspective. No, that's fucking stupid. My perspective working for these different agencies and in the court systems and stuff. Um, Today's show's different just because I'm just seeing a lot of chaos and I'm basically trying to help you see what I'm seeing, that this has to happen to get these crypto, the black swan, all this shit, right? We've got to have a controlled demolition. It's a controlled one because even the top rich people don't want a fucking World War III and we blow ourselves all up. We don't want that. And they don't want to go live in the shelter for 100 years underground and shit and come back up later. Well, they wouldn't. Their grandkids would come up, but they want a controlled one. So it's going to look scary. It's going to look like there's a real Ripple court case, and there's not. They're going to make a lot of things look like. I mean, hell, they made Joe Biden look like a president, right? So hey, Matt 59754. Thanks again, Matt, for your regular viewership donation. Stop accepting bank money, says Brent. My way or the highway, like Limp Biscuit. Nick is right. Nick Hamilton says they have the answer. We're just some of the chosen ones. They created it all. Ripple XRP is a government entity. I gotta be careful so my channel don't get shut down again. If I get too real, that's probably what's gonna happen. Bitcoin is too. They will not lose. We will before they do. We are on the time of the. So we are. Wait, we got another one there. We are on the time of the top of the pyramid. Don't be fooled. Never sell. Don't get shook out. Pray for me and I'll speak for you. So the guy says, Nick, they've had this planned out for ages ago. Their script is being played out before us. Joshua Mott's like it's all planned. Then Mike McCauley, thanks for your donation to the channel, Mike. Appreciate that. We are, the purpose of my program, I think today, wanted to raise awareness and help you change how you look at everything that's going on. Okay. Because it's gonna be just nonstop news, like news article this, Gary does this. I'm showing you the truth. Like I didn't really go over many of the articles because it's all dumb shit. Gary's yelling at the crypto companies. I already clearly proven to you it's fucking Congress who needs to make the laws, but they can't because they're getting the bank money. And the banks don't want to lose out because the crypto does their cross-border payments. That's like 75% of what a bank, or 60, whatever it is, 60 to 75% of what a bank makes. So crypto is actually a threat to the banks. So you see this big clusterfuck? That's why all this shit's going on. So I don't need to be reading off what Gary says this. Who the fuck cares what Gary says? I already showed you guys exactly what the fuck's going on. So that's why I'm not like a news reporter on YouTube. I'm a teacher or somebody that helps you see things differently, critical thinker, But that's not popular because, like I said, if you take longer than 30 seconds to a minute on an article, people want to start clicking the channel. So my members on my show are dramatically different than the other programs because my channel is like a little mini course, well, not a mini course, but maybe like a mini course on the future of crypto in the world. Something like that is like be a name for my channel. So when you see, if I were to just report, like read off article after article, we're not truly understanding what's going on globally and why. Like none of these other channels, They're just reading off the news, Cointelegraph. What's another one? Fucking FX crypto news. They just read off like whatever they can get. A lot of times people will hand them articles. I will go through like hours, minimum 2 hours a day looking for news. And I try to figure out which articles are going to show you what's going on in the world and why is it going on. Not just FX or FTX having a problem. Okay, why? Well, because somebody stole some money or whatever. Okay, but why? That's where it stops at all these channels, right? FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried stole money. Okay, that's about as deep as it gets. Off to the next article, right? So I'm gonna get into like, well, he stole it, but then what are they doing with it? Or how could have all this been prevented? Well, with laws and rules. Well, why didn't Congress do nothing? Well, who does Gary work for? The bank. Well, he used to work. Then you start seeing all this shit. Well, it comes down to the banks. They've got it shut down to where the Congress can't make the rules to stop this. So the banks are trying to destroy crypto as we see it. And then that brings up the Ethereum free pass, correct? Because what happens is the banks, okay, look, who was involved from day one in the Ethereum project? Vitalik Buterin tells us, JP Morgan. What is that? One of the three little pigs. The banks, got it? So the banks got in early, bribed Jay Clayton or whatever it was, these people, where they never got in trouble. They got a free pass because Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and they're all buddies. And they're like, hey, this Ripple is going to tear us a new asshole, right? Let's stall the Ripple project. Let's get Ethereum to work. Too bad they hired the wrong crackhead. They've milked that motherfucker Ethereum for what, since 2014? Here we are 8 years later, some shit. Still can't get the shit right. The whole crypto market in the United States is just being destroyed by like a bulldozer because these fucking banks have been waiting for 8 years to become crypto rich with JP Morgan in the quorum. Do you see where I'm going with all this? That's the whole problem. This whole JP Morgan thing and all these, and I'll tell you who the disguised whales were. Citibank, Wells Fargo, probably, Bank of China. JP Morgan was there from day one. Vitalik told us this. And you know damn well the disguised whales, they're not people like you and me. Think about this. People on these other crypto channels like, well, who could the disguised whales be? Gee, I don't know. Someone's moving 150 million XRP. Gee, I wonder who that is. It's the fucking banks. Don't act like these other channels act like, I don't know, George. Who could be doing that? It's who's got enough money to have 300 million XRP and move that shit around? Broke ass people like us? No. Who's always in it from the very beginning? It's all the banks. That's who the disguised whales were. That's how Ethereum became worth like whatever, 500 million, billion dollars, whatever. I don't know what the value of Ethereum is, market cap and all that shit, or what it used to be at the high point. It's the JP, it's all these banks got in quietly with Bitcoin, made a shit ton. Then they get in with this Ethereum shit, shut down everybody else. Have you noticed how Ethereum, they have Joseph Lubin started Consensus. Nobody gets audited. They come up with lending and shit through it. None of them ever get touched. Amazing. And then they somehow use JP Morgan. We went over this in the early Singapore Monetary Authority, like Project Ubin shit. I forgot which one it was, but you had JP Morgan in there, a bank. So that's where the Ethereum gets protected. But here's the problem. Ethereum came from XRP. So the new people don't know, but it did. Vitalik Buterin was working for Ripple for a few weeks. And stole the code kind of thing, copied it, and tried to run off and make something faster than Ripple could, and he couldn't. Okay, it's a disaster. 8 years ago, this shit happened. Yeah. So here we are, 8 years. They still haven't got. See, what they want to do is create a monopoly. These banks wanted to create a monopoly, beat Ripple, have. They were already in. See, I'm trying to show you guys to get in when it's 35 cents with XRP. I don't know what XDC is. I don't 8 cents, whatever. Now is the time. But see all the scares. People are like, oh my God, I don't know. New Jersey little lady's telling like her son's telling her to get out. That's what the sheep are doing. My channel's trying to teach you. These motherfuckers got Ethereum at one point. It's like what, 4 or 5 thousand bucks? That's too late for you to get in. What you want to do is be like the banks and get in when it's 0.005 cents. When it's 5 cents, get in at XRP at 35 cents. Because when it hits 10, 20,000 bucks, it'll be like a Bitcoin, 16 grand. Well, that's not the time to buy Bitcoin. The time to buy Bitcoin was about 2008, 9, 10. That's the time to buy Bitcoin. And so this is why I'm trying to show you now. All these banks are the ones that are in early. They were trying to do all this monopoly free pass with Ethereum and just shut down. That's why Sam Bankman came in to try to get more rules and have more centralized. See, Sam was fighting for centralized exchanges because that's what his is. He wasn't trying to help decentralize shit. No, Sam. That's why BitBoy got mad. Well, I don't even want to talk about him. But Sam was pushing for centralized exchanges to get rid of shit like decentralized XRP. Sam was trying to push, yeah, we need to know who these validators, we need to know all this stuff, and you can't do that DeFi. So Sam's like, let's get rid of the DeFi and go with centralized, because then the government can control it. And you know why? Because he wanted that to happen, because they're already in. And then if they ever offered us to get the FTT or the whatever the government shit, it's going to be like hell of expensive where it's too late for us to buy it. So that's, Lordy, that's a lot of conspiracy for tonight. I'll tell you, I'm about conspiracied out. But now I just wanted to give you like a big look on how I look at this stuff and how I see it. And unfortunately, that's how it is. It's almost like this, you guys. It's almost like they know their time is ending, and they know their time is ending, and they can do a lot of shit because once things go on all these blockchains, you can't hide shit anymore. So it's almost kind of like, well, if you know you can get away with something, you're gonna do it. Maybe you wanted to do something, but are always afraid. That's how these people are now, okay? Because just like, look, all of a sudden now in the past 1 month, 2 months, all this fucking shit goes down. Think about it. I've been in crypto 2.5 years. I've never seen no shit like this happening in like the past month or two, right? So it's almost as if I think we're getting really, really close to regulations. Because I'm thinking like a criminal. I don't have inside information, but I'm just thinking like, look, why all of a sudden is everybody going bad right now? Because I'm going to speculate and say, because they know something we don't know. I think we're closer to crypto regs than we could imagine. That's why they're just getting their last millions and shit, because they know this game is over. The banks know, hey, we can only hold up for so long. The rest of the world is linking up. I was watching something on Indonesia, and everybody's got valid digital IDs. We don't got that in this country. I think American banks have realized, oh shit, we can't stall this anymore. We just got to let it go. Maybe we can get a bunch of crypto exchanges to crash. We can jump in and create more centralization. I think that's part of the plan, but it's like what I really truly feel, again, because sometimes I get these feelings and shit, that I think we're really close to crypto regs, and these crypto businesses know that their time is going to end before, and they won't be able to skim off the top and steal millions here and there. And it's just, I think That's what I really am thinking is going on to cause all, because it's not right. It's not normal. Remember, when shit's out of control, or when stuff is starting to appear that it's going to be out of control later, that's how, when I used to work in law enforcement, that's what I would look for. Everything would be normal, like it was for the past 2.5 years, almost, in crypto. Then all of a sudden, I start seeing shit that's not in the right place. And then that's not in the right place. And how did that get over there? I got to stop, back up, and say, something's going on. Okay. So that would be like my little closing for this. Vulcan Aussie, the digital era, which is blockchain, impacts and effects on our personal life. Then one can see why they create a problem to get a reaction. Then they provide a solution. Problem, reaction, solution. It's like a VHS movie. Listen to Hulk. That's what I'm seeing. Like, I'm telling you what I'm seeing go down in the world of crypto primarily. This is all the stuff that I'm saying. I'm just relaying to you my thoughts that I think more bad shit's going to happen quick, because I think we're getting to the point where regulations are going to get ready to be released. And I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 more months of this fucking drama show. And then just bam, crypto regs come out. Maybe first of the year. I don't know. Maybe February 1st, crypto regs. So these motherfuckers know they got November, December, because January, it's a new fucking ball game. Republicans, think about this. Republicans just took over the House. You've got a Republican whip as Speaker of the House. I think these guys know Republicans are gonna come in, start kicking some ass, like making regulations and shit. I think that's why they're doing all this stuff, honestly. Paul Mosqueda. This show was super hot tamales. Thanks, Hulk. Well, I'm trying to just let you guys know what I think so you can make better financial decisions. That's I call myself a leader in my own channel, and I take the job seriously, so you guys don't do dumb shit or, well, maybe I should invest in this or that. No, just pay attention and lock all your shit up. And if you want to buy some more shit, probably well, I'm not telling you, but when there's blood in the streets, that's when you get the best fucking deals before they make these regs. All right. Eric M, member for 4 months, going to night school here, Professor Hulk, and the Dean of Green, Nick Hamilton. I'll tell you that for certain. This dude, I've never seen shit like that. Thanks, gentlemen, for sharing your thoughts and teachings. It looks like a money bag soon. We got Ed Doxy. Ed, what does Ed say here as we wrap it up? Good point. Crash, FTX, foreign donations. Maybe FTX gave some money to some foreign places. Interesting. Drink the blood. That is the first season. Ugh. I know what you mean. Nick Hamilton is praying. I really do, Nick. I think that that's what's up. I mean, think about it. It's right around midterm elections. Of course, I predicted 3 weeks ago. That's the biggest thing. But it's right around midterm elections. And I said something when the FDIC, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, got a new guy. His name's Martin Grunberg. I did a show on this 2 days ago. I did some research on him, and he appears kind of Republican. Like, he'd hold a lot. I was looking through other people's Twitter pages that had him in, and he's always around business people that are Republican. I didn't want to say on the channel, I think he's Republican, but now we find out the Republicans took control of the House, and then we have a real good crypto guy who's now the whip. He's a Republican who's the whip, who's very crypto friendly. I think that's why all this crazy shit just went nuts right now, because they know the Republicans are going to push and get regulations put in, and then all this dumb shit will be over. Now, it'll be good for us because we've already got our stuff. It's going to be bad for these other people that got all the scammy shit, you know? So they love to associate big events with elections. Out of respect for Nick and Crypto Hulk, I'd like to repost what Nick was trying to say earlier. Please hold chat a bit while I post these 3 messages. So, okay, nobody Nobody posts anything. 3 messages. The same system that we are so against and despise is the same system that created and control our destiny. We are on their time. It is all connected. See, they made all of this, and what I saw 2.5 years ago, I saw a window of opportunity. I watched 900 crypto videos. Hey, it was COVID, right? Fuck, you can't blame me, right? I couldn't do a fuck. I didn't work out in the house, couldn't go anywhere except get groceries and shit. So that's why I was like a YouTube hog and watched 900 crypto videos in 3 months and would study this shit and try to. And then I figured out at that point, I knew clearly what I know now. I pretty much know everything I knew back then, like right now, but now I have even more clarity. But so they created it. I already knew that our government created. I'm not gonna say exactly what. Some people might say XRP and polysign, and then some of these other things, but I'm not gonna say it because it's just I don't say stuff like that on my show. But what else does Nick say again? They're they are orchestrating a global collapse because they have the answer. We are just some of the chosen ones. They see even Rilip Dow or something. The dude for Ripple said we needed people to test the XRP. Hello, that's us, okay? And we were smart enough because you guys have been watching this show. I've been telling you, hey, these other channels be like, yeah, get a ledger. Da, 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 da. But my show, I'm like, get the fucking ledger, lock your shit up. Like some of these channels would just tell you to get a ledger because they're promoting it, but deep down they didn't mean it. And these other channels, they admitted at the end they had to get their shit off the exchange, so they weren't even using the ledger. And they're trying to get you to buy one. Oh my god! So what else does he say? They created it all. Ripple XRP is a blank entity, and Bitcoin is too. Yep, we will be before they do. We are on the time of the top of the pyramid. Don't be fooled. Never sell. So that's what I've always been telling you. Hardware wallet. Don't stake. Don't do nothing. Like that's it. That's my whole show. Well, Crypto Hope, this other guy, he's doing this and he's doing that. And I'm like, well, don't do that dumb shit. I've been telling you guys that this whole fucking time. Like, no one will get wrecked that watches my channel. It's not possible. It's a zero getting wrecked. Then you got Robot Boy telling you to get FTX and you will get wrecked. That dude, the Robot Boy, is the one who's telling you to get FTX, and then you get destroyed when you listen to him. Nobody will ever get destroyed listening to this channel. It's not possible. And then Brent McCulley says, just cuz. Yeah. Alrighty. I think I'm tired. Yeah. Who is Robot Boy? Robot Boy has that aggressively average content for you today. And if you don't know who it is, never mind. I will not mention names. I am a robot. Nick Hamilton says the ISOs are the new financial system. They are pennies. Jekyll Island 2.0. I know I'm a broken record. Yeah, they're putting it all together right now. Farmer John. That's what I've been seeing. Yeah, the banks. Yeah, this is it's gonna be sad for like 99% of the people in this country. But like I'm not tripping, like I don't care what the fuck happens to crypto world. I don't. I'm cool. I already know. I already know all this shit. This FT, I'm not, oh my God, FTX. Da, da, da. I don't care. Fuck it. Doesn't affect me. I if it to tell you the truth, I'm like, burn this motherfucker down, burn it all down. Because I know when the ashes are on the ground, what cryptos are coming up. So let's just get this show over with. Let's just blow out the economy and all this stuff and just whatever they got to do to destroy the financial system right now. Let's just get this going. Because it's just kind of like this tooth that's hurting and you can't get it out. And The dentist won't be there till next week. You're like, fuck, now I gotta go another week with this pain. Let's just end this show right now. Flip the switch, get this black swan going. All the businesses in the world to start laying off people, whatever the fuck they got to do to scare the fuck out of everybody. Let's get started so we can get rich. We already know the end game, you know. That's just why how I am. I'm not worried about nothing. I don't invest. You got crypto influencers out there with like 40 different cryptos or 35 different cryptos. They'll tell you I'm into 35 different cryptos. Like, wow, that's like you got a wall and you're like throwing darts trying to hit a balloon. I'm like, just open your fucking eyes and you'll see the balloon. They're like, well, I got to get some of this and that and this a little bit here and there. Oh, let me trade this. No, let me do. You know what all that shit is? So you can pay to watch their fucked up show and get wrecked with them. That's what that is. Alrighty then. I'm gonna go. I gotta go. I'm gonna have some Margaritaville tequila on the rocks. Yes, it's 8:20 p.m. I appreciate you for spending time on yourself. You just invested in, if you were with both of my shows, that's a lot of fucking time. But what you just did is invest and make your future solid. Because I don't see, what do I got? 111 people here. I don't fucking care. I like what? Almost 17,000 members. I got 111 people that know what the fuck's going on. That's what I got. So that's how I run this channel. I'm here for the few, like the 300 movie. Or if the Marine Corps, the few, the proud, the Marines, or if you're a Raider fan, commitment to excellence. See y'all in my next program.